What's going on, everybody? It's your guy, Willie Cunningham, and I'm back with another video. This video, I wanted to talk about facing yourself, facing the truth about yourself. I read this article, I think it was on Yahoo, about Tiffany Haddish. She's this up-and-coming female comedian, and you've seen her in a couple of movies with Kevin Hart and whatnot, and she's pretty funny, but the thing that got my attention about her was the article said that she, before she found like steady success and got real mainstream, when she would go to audition for different movies and whatnot, she would do this technique, and it ended up paying off for her in the long run. So what she would do, according to her article, was when she went to audition for a role in the movie, she would do what she had to do, and then she would leave her purse next to her in the seat. But what nobody knew was she would turn that recording mode on in her phone and leave the phone recording all the audio, and she would get up after she was done with the audition and, on purpose, she would forget that purse. And after I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, I don't think it said how long she left the purse in there, but it was obviously long enough to hear what she needed to hear from those interviewers in the auditions. So she would just casually come back in and be like, oops, I forgot my purse. And, she would take it and then listen to what was on there later. And it was saying that she heard stuff like, she can't read. That girl, she's not smart enough. She's too ghetto. She's not funny enough. Just different things like that she heard. And what struck me and what I liked about what she said and what she took from that was that she didn't get upset. Maybe she got upset, but she took what those interviewers said and she turned it around and she asked herself, is it true? So, okay, you can't read that good. So she started taking reading lessons and sharpening her reading skills. She said, oh, you're too ghetto. So she started acting differently on some sets, or maybe I think she went only for the roles that will reflect that. So that's what, like I said, that's what intrigued me about that interview, was that when I first read it, I thought that she was going to make a big fuss about, oh, I'm black and I'm a woman and they don't like me because of this and that. But maybe she realized that and internalized some of it, but she used it for her good. She didn't use it to say, I'm a victim here. No, she used those bad things to, I think to most people it would be bad, but for her, she turned it around and used it as fuel, and it fueled herself to success. So I wonder how many of us could do that. You ever been, they call it, being like, well, just being corrected. I'm trying to think of like the dictionary term, but like buffered or whatever. You ever been buffered and someone told you the truth about yourself, or someone told you something that was hard to hear, and you didn't know it was truth, but it was. That's why I think it's healthy for you to get around some safe people that you can trust, like a counselor, like a mentor, or an older brother or sister, or someone that you can say things to and that they can say things to you, and they're not doing it out of hate, they're doing it out of love. I think it's good to find somebody that you can reveal yourself to, like, emotionally, and they won't make fun of you and laugh at you. And like I said, they'll tell you the truth. Like, if you know somebody that when you walk up to them and you say, hey, tell me what you think about this. Like, for instance, if you had an outfit on and you didn't know how it looked and you thought it was the bomb, it don't really match color-wise, but you think, maybe it's a good outfit. And you say, hey, man, what you think about this outfit? And then they say, man, that thing is stupid. Take that stuff off. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you can chop it up to that might be that person's opinion. But if you value their opinion and you know that they got a good fashion sense or they got enough sense to know what they're talking about, I mean, you can trust them. So I think we all need someone in our corner that's like that. We can talk to them and we can reveal things to them, and we can trust them to give us positive feedback, because that's the only thing that as men pushes us forward. We have to know where we are starting from. And if we don't have that those initial guidelines to start from, then what are we doing? You don't know where you're going if you don't know where you are. You can't say, take me to Center Street, and they're gonna say, well, where are you right now? Well, I don't know. I'm by some trees. I'm by a power line. Like, okay, so you gotta know where you are to know where you're going. In a lot of cases, if you're lost on the highway and you can't even call out a landmark, or there's a statue right there, or there's this weird looking tree with some purple leaves on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know where you are to know where you're going, where you're headed. So that's really the message of this video right here, is just to don't always take what we call criticism in a negative way, because sometimes people, they're just trying to tell you the truth. They're just trying to show you something different that you couldn't see. Because just because we think we know things, that don't mean we may not need a constant reminder to help us out. So be positive when you give feedback to people, and have an open mind when someone is criticizing you or critiquing you. Don't always think that they're out to hurt you. Sometimes they mean well. It's just maybe their delivery is a little bit more rough than what you're used to. And maybe we just need to quit being so sensitive as men. So that's what I got to say about it. And if y'all have anything you want to say, any kind of comments you want to leave, feel free to do that. This is a no judgment channel. As y'all know, man, I keep it raw. I deliver it to you raw. And if you want to see more content like this, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Until next time, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.